everyone, it's Diego Doom here, and today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing SH Monster Arts Godzilla. The SH Monster Arts line is a line that started back in November of 2011, and the SH Monster Arts line is a spin-off of the SH Fig Arts line in a sense. They're both made by Bandai and Tamashii Nations, and this line follows Monster Action. Let me reach over here, and I'll just read exactly off the box. SH Monster Arts is a new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme Pursuing Character Expression Through Monster Action. So that doesn't make any sense, but that's fine because they're still cool figures anyways. But these Monster Arts figures, they are nicely sculpted, beautifully painted, and they do have some articulation. They are limited in the articulation department, but you just have to kind of think about where these figures come from. As far as, you've never seen Godzilla do a jumping kick with his, double jointed knees or anything like that. So these are relative to the articulation of a, person in a monster suit. But nonetheless, even though the articulation is a little bit limited, these figures are very nice, very neat, very cool, and they're absolutely worth the buy if you're a fan of Godzilla or just want to see some cool monster toys. So first, let's check out Godzilla's one accessory. Okay, so let's check out Godzilla's one accessory. So Godzilla only comes with one accessory, but it's very neat, very cool, and his signature flame breath attack, or his radioactive breath attack. And it's definitely a nice accessory, pretty simple and pretty neat, pretty cool. First part of the accessory is the breath attachment that actually goes into his mouth here. And you'll notice this is nicely sculpted, a nice blue burst effect here with the flame in here. So it's pretty cool. It's hard plastic, but it's nicely sculpted, nicely detailed, very textured, and it's pretty cool. And then the end piece here kind of slides right into Godzilla's mouth, so it's pretty neat and very cool. And then the bottom part of the effect part is, I guess, like the shock wave or the aftermath effect of his breath. So this is pretty neat, just a rushing blast here. Now, I've heard some people say this is supposed to be water, but that doesn't make a lot of sense to me because this looks like, flames. So this is very neat and very cool. It's fairly pointy, nicely sculpted, nice attention to detail, and has its hole here, and we'll get into that. And it's pretty cool. Very nice, neat, and efficient effect part here. So to set this all up, all you have to do, this piece comes with pretty much the arm from the Tamashii Nation stands. Just your standard arm here. Pretty neat, pretty cool, and fairly standard. All you have to do, just take the arm piece here and just plug this into the bottom, just like so. Then you take the flame breath part, and there is a hole here in the part effect here. Let's see if I can get that to focus, where the arm will plug in, and it's located right there. So just take this arm piece up here, plug that in right there. So spin this down. Okay. Now you have the effect of the flame breath attachment for Godzilla. So it's definitely neat and very cool. And, it's a simple and effective accessory for Godzilla. So with the accessory out of the way, let's go into the figure review itself. Okay, now let's review the Godzilla figure itself. So the SH Monster Arts Godzilla figure is a very nice, very neat, and very cool figure here. He has some fantastic sculpting, some nice but limited articulation, and overall a fantastic paint application. So up close here, this is wonderfully sculpted. This just isn't, some, speckled plastic or anything. This is actually, a full-blown sculpt, and it's very nice, very detailed, very accurate, very monster-like, and I think it really brings, Godzilla to life here. So it's very neat. Very cool. See the detailing on his spines here. Very neat, very nice, very neat, and very, very cool. So let's go ahead and check out some of Godzilla's articulation. So Godzilla does have some moon articulation, but he's still a cool figure. So in the head here, Godzilla's head can move up and down ever so slightly. It's more so moving the neck here. So you have that neck move, so you can look pretty far up and look down some. His jaw opens up here, so it's nicely articulated. Very neat, very cool. And sometimes if you bump this, you can kind of knock his jaw out of alignment, but it's not hard to get back in order. So it's pretty cool. Then his head here, it can turn. I don't think it can do a full 360, but it can turn. Oops, let's see if we can get that focused. So you got that left and right movement there. Pretty cool. And Godzilla's arms here, his arms can move up some. I've noticed, I've seen images of some people's figures that have gotten an even wider range of movement in the arms. I think my joints on my figure are awfully tight, so I don't want to risk breaking anything, so I'm not going to max this out. So I can't really say for sure you can get a full 360 movement out of this arm. I highly doubt it because, you know, Godzilla couldn't do that, but still, it's very nice to have some movement here. So on the shoulder here, you have that movement. You can kind of open it up in and out, barely, just a little bit. And his arms here, he can bend his arms. Very neat, very cool. His hands can turn a little bit. Yeah. So his hands can turn some. Very neat, very cool. In the waist area, he has some ever so slight movement. You can kind of wiggle him a little bit. I've seen some people have their figure turned quite a bit in the waist area, but mine's a little too tight. In the leg area here, his legs do move forward just a little bit. Let's see if we can. His legs do move forward just a little bit. Not much, but they do move in and out to support him for his like a more of a wider stance pose. So that's pretty neat, pretty cool. Here in the legs, he has some bending here, ever so slight, not a ton. Then his feet are articulated to stabilize him. So it's definitely very neat, very cool. And then Godzilla's tail here, it is a very long tail, and it's very neat, very cool because it has tons of points of articulation here. So look at that. All that articulation is amazing. And there are images on the box of Godzilla in a flat swimming pose. I haven't been able to get mine in that pose, I guess just because the joints were so tight, but it's very cool. And this tail, they didn't skip on any detail on the tail. Scaling, still accurate. Very neat, very cool. All the way through and through. They didn't skip a beat. So it's very cool. Very nice, very neat, and very cool figure. Very, very cool. So let's go ahead and wrap up the review. To conclude the review, SH Monster Arts Godzilla is a fantastic entry into the Monster Arts line. This is the very first release for the Monster Arts line, so this is a very neat and very cool figure. Godzilla has a great sculpt, fantastic paint applications, and very nice articulation considering it is a limited movement character. So this is a very neat and very cool release. I highly recommend you pick this one up. I don't see you can go wrong with this purchase. So, very cool, and kudos to Bandai. This has been another review by Diego Doom. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews, and like, comment, and subscribe.